Hi YouTube, my name is Chris Cahy. This is a video response to Professor Walker of the Law and Smoke YouTube channel for his English pipe giveaway. Um, I would be smoking my pipe right now, but I'm indoors, and I'll just say that probably wouldn't be wise for me to smoke indoors tonight. And it's very wet and very cold outside right now. Not a good place for me to record a video response. So sans pipe tobacco, I am going to read a paragraph from C.S. Lewis from the introduction that he wrote to Athanasius's book On the Incarnation. C.S. Lewis obviously being a well-known Englishman. And then I'm going to read a poem about pipe smoking. So both of these things that I'm going to read are on the theme of smoking pipes. The second one is a poem about pipe smoking written by a Scottish minister named Ralph Erskine. And it's called Smoking Spiritualized, and it comes in two parts. I'll read Lewis's paragraph first, and then I'll read Erskine's. I will attempt an English accent for Lewis's paragraph, and I will attempt a Scottish accent for Erskine's poem. I mean no offense to any of my friends in the UK. I will just give the caveat that if Andrew Lincoln, an actor whom I love from my favorite TV show, The Walking Dead, can do his American accent, which I'll just say is not great, then maybe I can be cut some slack. Not that I'm anywhere in the same league as Andrew Lincoln. I'm not pretending to be an actor, but we just don't always nail each other's accents. So I'll do my best, but I'd really love to win this pipe. So this is C.S. Lewis from his introduction to On the Incarnation by St. Athanasius. The present book is something of an experiment. The translation is intended for the world at large, not only for theological students. If it succeeds, other translations of other great Christian books will presumably follow. In one sense, of course, it is not the first in the field. Translations of the Theologica Germanica, the Imitation, the Scale of Perfection, and the Revelations of Lady Julian of Norwich are already on the market and are very valuable, though some of them are not very scholarly. But it will be noticed that these are all books of devotion rather than of doctrine. Now, the layman or amateur needs to be instructed as well as to be exhorted. In this age, his need for knowledge is particularly pressing. Nor would I admit any sharp division between the two kinds of book. For my own part, I tend to find the doctrinal books often more helpful in devotion than the devotional books, and I rather suspect that the same experience may await many others. I believe that many who find that nothing happens when they sit down or kneel down to a book of devotion would find that the heart sings unbidden while they are working their way through a tough bit of theology with a pipe in their teeth and a pencil in their hand. And now, Smoking Spiritualized in two parts by Ralph Erskine. Part 1. This Indian weed, now withered quite, though green at noon cut down at night, shows thy decay, all flesh is hay. Thus think, and smoke tobacco. The pipe, so lily-like and weak, does thus thy mortal state bespeak. Thou art e'en such, gone with a touch. Thus think, and smoke tobacco. And when the smoke ascends on high, then thou beholdest the vanity of worldly stuff, gone with a puff. Thus think, and smoke tobacco. And when the pipe grows foul within, think on thy soul defiled with sin, for then the fire it doth require. Thus think, and smoke tobacco. And seest the ash cast away, then to thyself thou mayest say, that to the dust return thou must. Thus think, and smoke tobacco. Part 2. Was this small plant cut for thee cut down? So was the plant of great renown, which mercy sends for nobler ends. Thus think, and smoke tobacco. Does juice medicinal proceed from such a naughty foreign weed? Then what's the power of Jesse's flower? Thus think, and smoke tobacco. The promise, like the pipe inlays, and by the mouth of faith conveys, what virtue flows from Sharon's rose. Thus think, and smoke tobacco. In vain the unlighted pipe you blow, your pains and outward means are so, till heavenly fire your heart inspire. Thus think, and smoke tobacco. The smoke, like burning incense towers, so should a praying heart of yours, with ardent cries, surmount the skies. Thus think, and smoke tobacco.